Michael Jackson and Tatum O'Neal. What went on between these two? Okay, Michael Jackson and Tatum O'Neal are known to have had a connection from the late 70s to the early 80s. They initially met in 1975, but it was a brief meeting, probably more or less hello, hello and this and that. They didn't remain in contact. They had no contact outside of saying hello in 1975. They actually met in a more substantial way in 2 years later in 1977 at the On the Rocks bar nightclub. As the pictures show here, it was shown here. They were actually there for an event. You can see Michael was there with a couple of his brothers at this event. You can see his younger brother Randy in the bottom picture. He's the second one from the right. He's at this event. But Michael and Tatum met up there at that event in 1977 on the Rocks nightclub. That's in Hollywood on Sunset Boulevard. And that's where they met in a real way in 1977. After conversations with Tatum's dad, actor Ryan O'Neal, Michael and Tatum became friends. Soon after Michael and Tatum became friends, Tatum invited Michael to join her at Hugh Hefner's Playboy Mansion. Tatum would go on to talk about, inviting Michael to Hugh Hefner's Playboy Mansion a little bit later, like about 2018, years later. Here's a clip.
It made me furious.
When you were dating,
I took him to Hefner's house, and I am convinced that when he saw Hugh Hefner's coterie, is that what you call it?
Of animals, you think that inspired
absolutely, because he was so isolated that even me coming and bringing in just a little of life was so big for him.
So there we had Tatum confirming that she indeed took Michael Jackson to Hugh Hefner's Playboy Mansion back then. So, Tatum had to be about 13 or 14 years old. So, Tatum was a little advanced, I would say, at 13, 14 years old when you invite people to Hugh Hefner's Playboy Mansion. But, hey, that's not either here or there. But I found that to be interesting. But let's move on. One of the biggest things that about Tatum and Michael's relationship, they had a difference of opinion as far as their physical encounter at her house in her bedroom. They kind of had different versions. And I just want to peek into that a little bit. First, I want to give you Michael's version of the events that's happened then. Let's check that out.
Not a lot. I did. My first girlfriend, who I really loved a lot, was Tatum O'Neal.
And was it a typically romantic adolescent love affair?
Yeah, it was. But I don't think I was ready for some of the things she was talking about. I was pretty naive. I'm not joking. I hope she forgives me for telling this story. Okay, Tatum, please forgive me. I remember her telling me to come over to her house. They have a Beverly Hills house too. And what she's going to do to me when I come.
Well, what did she say?
All the sexual stuff. So I'm scared to death.
So she rings you and says, Michael, come to my house. I'm going to make love to you.
Yeah.
And you're really scared?
I'm scared. Scared because I've never done anything like that. I came over there trying to be Mr. Big Shot and brave. I remember she cut off all the lights in her bedroom, opened the curtains. You can see the whole skyline of the city over the cliff. It was beautiful. And she told me to go over and lie on the bed, and I did. I laid on the bed. And she slowly walked over, and she touch the button of my shirt to open it. And I did my hands like this. And I wouldn't let him down. And she just walked away. She knew I was too shy for it. That's what happened.
Did you not feel...
Now, that was Michael's version of events that happened in that bedroom or happened in that incident at the house. That should have happened. I mean, this incident went on about 1977, maybe 1978, but I believe it was more 1977. So Michael would have been, about 18, 19 at the time. So, and Tatum would have been about 13, 14 at the time. But Tatum also had another version of events here of the same incident. She wrote in her autobiography, and I'm going to paraphrase what she wrote in her autobiography. She claimed that before that meeting in her bedroom that they talked on the phone a lot of times. They talked on the phone, and she claimed that that she was 12 at the time, which she was more like 13. She probably meant 13. But she was talking about how Michael would have long conversations on the phone with her, and the subject was mostly sexual. It was about sex. He would talk about sex a lot on the phone, on long conversations, drawn out conversations. But she thought it was sweet, and she thought it was an innocent way that he was saying something, talking about sex. But anyway, he came over to her house. And remember now, she's painting herself. She's saying that she was pretty innocent, young and innocent, and really didn't know nothing about sex. She was like green as far as sexual activity. So this seems to refute Michael's claims that she was the aggressor, or she was the pursuer or aggressor of this act. She's painting herself as not the aggressor. But one thing that they do agree on is that he came over her house. He ended up in her bedroom. Tatum also said that the way they got up to the bedroom is that Michael had said he wanted to go see her bedroom because he's never seen a girl's bedroom before. And I find that really strange because Michael has 3 sisters. So I'm pretty sure he's seen a girl's bedroom. He has 3 sisters, if you didn't know. And so that's how he got up. And that sounds like a smooth move to me. That sounds like somebody plotting right there. That seems like a plot move. I'm not saying nothing against Michael, but that sounds like a plotting move there. But anyway, Tatum, where she differs with Michael is who was the aggressor. Tatum saying that she was too young at the time. Now remember, this is the same Tatum that invited Michael to Hugh Hefner's Playboy Mansion, and she admitted to inviting him there. She had been 13 then, so I don't know. I don't know about this one, and so she tried to play it off like she wasn't the aggressor. But we know, like I said, the only things that definite, we know that they were in that bedroom at her house. Michael, they both kind of agree that Michael was really nervous. And that's about, Tatum also saying they briefly kissed, and she's saying that was awkward, and, and she said eventually Michael jumped up and said, gotta go. So that's Tatum's version in her autobiography. So, there is differences there. So there is a difference between their 2 versions. It's mainly based on who was the aggressor. Basically, who was the pursuer of some type of intimacy. That's basically where they seem to differ, in my opinion. Also, another thing in Tatum's version, she says that she at some point, because she wasn't ready for such a endeavor as a sexual activity, she said that she can't. She told Michael that she couldn't go through with it. And that's when he jumped up and said, gotta go. If you remember in Michael's version, he was saying while Tatum was the aggressor, she noticed the nervousness in Michael that he didn't want to do this, and she backed off. So you see that's even that difference there. That's a big difference there to me. Tatum version saying that she told Michael at one point that she couldn't do it. She couldn't go through with it. She wasn't ready for something like that. But Michael, in his version, portraying himself as his nervousness, he didn't want to go through with it, and she sensed it and backed off. So even that is some hoodoo there. But hey, wow. Still, regardless of that incident that happened in Tatum's bedroom on that day, they still remained cool, and they went out and they hung out, and they were still friendly, and they were still cool. Regardless of what happened or who version is closest to the truth, they still hung out on several occasions between 1977 through 1978. There was another event that eventually happened in 1978 that Tatum calls a big event that forever changed their relationship. She felt that Michael never forgave her for this incident, and I'm going to let her speak on that and tell us about it in her own voice.
Mangers. Yes. Legendary.
Legendary. Said something she was like supposedly my mother. Yeah. And she would forever regret telling me not to go to the Wiz premiere with him. Oh and he never forgave me for that. Really? He had it all planned. And she goes, Tatum, you can't go. And I can't say the word she used on network.
Wow, that's terrible.
And then later she came to me and she was like, Tatum, I have to get Michael. And I was like, Sue, it's too late.
Right.
You blew it.
Yes.
The word that her agent at the time said, just so I can make sure you understand, was the N word. Allegedly the N word. Her agent at the time used the N word. So so that's what her agent at the time were used as in a defiance of her not attending the Wiz premiere with Michael. The Wiz was a movie that Michael starred in with Diana Ross. Michael played the Scarecrow. Diana Ross played Dorothy. The Wiz was a updated version of the classic The Wizard of Oz with an all-black cast and everything. So, yeah. And it premiered in October of 1978. And like you heard Tatum say, her agent at the time didn't want her to go because she thought it was bad for her client to be seen with an N-word, basically, or going out with an N-word or publicity with an N-word. That's, I'm not gonna say the word here, but that's what that was. So, yep. So this is what Tatum is saying cooled off their relationship. So, like I said, the Wiz movie premiered in October 1978. I kind of find Tatum's assertion that this not attending the Wiz premiere being the deal breaker to them chilling on their relationship or friendship or whatever they had, because about approximately 9 months later, in 1979, like July 1979, it was a celebration of the Jacksons' Destiny album going gold at a party they were having. Michael invited Tatum there. As you see, Tatum is with Michael. So this is like about 9 months after the premiere of the Wiz movie. And as you see, it looks like they're enjoying each other's company. So yeah, they appear to be enjoying each other's company. So yeah. So I don't know about that. So So that's all I'm saying. So they still seem to be close 9 months later. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. Shoot, even years later, they seem to be still cool. After the Wiz movie premiere, they still seem to be cool. As this picture was taken during the 1980-81 time frame, during Jackson's I think Triumph tour. Tatum was a frequent visitor on the concert tour during that Jackson's not Destiny tour, but the Jackson's Triumph tour, 80-81, about the 80-82 in between those times. So she was a frequent visitor to Michael on that tour there. So it didn't seem like he had a problem with her. So, because this is like a couple of years after that Wiz movie premiere. This one also is about, this is around 1982, and this is Tatum with Michael in Disguise around 1982. When they attended a concert together. So, Michael in Disguise, not to, try to, he's in disguise, but, you see Tatum and Michael. That's in 1982 right there. So, they still going out and they hanging out. So, yeah. I don't know. Here's another photo of Michael and Tatum in around 1984, I would say. This is around the Victory Tour, 1984 Jackson's Victory Tour, or, around in that era. And you can see they would still look pretty chummy here in this photo. So, I don't know. And this got to be like 6 years after that Wiz movie premiere. So I don't know what he probably said to her, or what vibes he got from him, or how the dynamics of their relationship changed after she didn't attend the Wiz movie premiere with him. But hey, so we won't know that. But hey, who knows? Who knows what changed and why she believed that he never forgave her for that. To sum it up, Michael and Tatum's relationship will always be interesting to me. It's curiously interesting. It lasted over a couple of years period. Couple of years they were connected in some way on and off. This goes into the MJ classic foul of MJism. A lot of things with MJ is clouded in mystery and all that, and intrigue and all that, and a lot of things about his life, and this goes right in there, fits right in there with with Michael Jacksonism, as I say. He got his own classification because, everything is like all over the place when it comes to Michael Jackson and a lot of things about his life. So, but yeah, him and Tatum definitely held a relationship. They definitely were connected at one time. We, like with a lot of things with MJ's life, we probably won't know the true details of that connection, like, so many things in his life. So, with that, I just want to say, Tatum, I heard she had like recent health issues. I hope that she's okay, and I hope she overcomes. And I pray for her, and I pray that she's well. I just wanted to add that for Tatum O'Neal. And with that, though, I'm going to end this video right here. And hey, Michael and Tatum forever, I guess. Even though Michael's no longer physically with us, Michael and Tatum, that she got to be listed as one of the women of his life, Tatum O'Neal. But with that, please like this video, share this video, and comment below on this video in the comment section if you like. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And with that, I am out. Peace!